I wasn't hearing them. And after Mr. Mark said what he said to them, my sons came home, and the light bulb went off for me. At one point I was getting frustrated, as a lot of us get frustrated with network marketing as a whole. I've been doing this now quite a few years, and was getting very frustrated with the industry as a whole, and I was actually thinking about going back to my passion, which was real estate. But because of the amount of people, the amount of you that's on this call right now, a lot of you guys have followed me from beginning to end, and blindly, and I appreciate that. I honest to God appreciate that, and I realized that I could not just close a blind eye, and I could not just close the door on what we've created. I've never been a quitter ever in my life, and I believe I needed to fulfill my passion and proceed further. So what I did, ladies and gentlemen, I prayed about it. God responded to me in the middle of the evening and shared a vision. And the vision he shared with me was, go back to your passion, reacquaint those relationships that you had. Reinstate your company, put your kids involved. I sat down on Father's Day. My daughter's an attorney, my other daughter's in marketing, my son's is in college for doing commercial real estate, other son does creative design, my other son's a salesman. And every one of them holds titles to run this company. And then I realized that, something, I'm going to spend the next 7 to 8 years of my life, and I'm going to build back my real estate company and tie it in to my network marketing company. So I called my partner of 30 years. I've seen him, and we partnered up 30 years ago. We both were mortgage bankers, and we looked at an idea. Matter of fact, he introduced me to a gentleman. They provide Costco mortgage. They provide mortgage for Costco, and they was interested in network marketing. I introduced them to our former company, 5 Links, and got them started. And I went to his office, and we sat down, and I started sharing with him my vision. I brought my sons down. I wanted him to mentor my sons and put them through a class. And then I started sharing my vision, and it all came to, he said, Dwayne, we can really do what we intended to do 2 years ago. So we can create a lead generation company. And I'm going to let you hear from him in a second. We can create a lead generation company, and we can, we can really build. You can fulfill leads and be a great recruiting tool, because people will now, loan offers would sign by the droves, and so would realtors sign by the droves, because now they would have an avenue where they have thousands of people peeking for leads for homes and peeking for leads for loans. And I said, yep, you know what, that's absolutely right. And we started a class 2 weeks ago. And in the last 2 weeks, some miraculous things have happened. Some miraculous things have happened. We were beta testing it. Those of you in my mentoring class, I've rolled it out to you guys, and you guys have been, we announced the beta test, and the day I announced it, we had 35 leads the next morning. We weren't even ready to take the lead yet. I just wanted to give it get a feel of what you guys thought. And we're now, we're moving so fast. I don't even sleep. I can't even sleep. We're so excited about what the opportunity presents. We'll be the first and only company that's going to provide into the network marketing base an opportunity to have a product to make money on a referral, whether you're licensed or not. And then you have an opportunity to recruit loan officers and realtors that can come aboard and actually get commissions, because they don't even pay to commissioned agents when the loans close, and they'll only pay those loans to people that are involved in our network marketing. So the more I thought about it, like I said, God was, sometimes, I say this all to you guys all the time. Sometimes God closes one door to open up another. So, I then partnered, spoke to him. We partnered up, and matter of fact, I'm going to have him unmute himself and just share a quick bit of what of what the company is. He's my CFO. He's been a mortgage banker for hundreds of years, knows the business inside and out. And I asked him to just share a few words. And some of you in the mentoring class, you heard that. But the reason why I want you all to hear this is because this is going to be a product we're going to bring to the masses. So without further ado, Ed, if you can just unmute yourself.
There you go.
There you go.
How's that?
You're coming loud and clear, sir.
Thank you very much. Dwayne, thank you for the introduction. And, I would just like to take a moment and share a little bit of the thoughts that you put forth that I've been feeling myself. Many of you people don't know me. Some of you do know me. I've been in the mortgage banking field for 35 years. I've done nothing but help people my whole life. I've run everybody else's company. I've opened 2 companies. And probably 30 of those years, Dwayne has helped me out, worked with me, and we've worked together. About 5 years ago, I sold my company. And, from almost day 2 after selling it, I regretted it. And here was a chance. Dwayne came to me and said, you know what? I'm looking to do something. And we sat and we brainstormed, and he gave me the big dream and goals that he had and what he wanted to put together. And I said, you know what? I think I can make that work. And we started planning it out. Now, it's funny because, as Dwayne said, I like to say God opens doors that nobody can close, and he closes doors that nobody can open. He led me to a good firm that is allowing me to do everything I need to do and put together the products, the programs, and the access to financing to Dwayne's affiliates, the companies he's involved with, and all the people that are members of those associations. So it just seemed like the right time to put things together. We sat, we talked, we went through this, and we've been doing this on speed rush for the last couple of weeks because he's only really brought this to me a few weeks ago, and we've been, amongst all the other work that we're doing, rushing to put this together to make it work. Now, I will assure you that it will not go out untested, unprecedented, and not ready for prime time. It will be ready to go. Anyone we can help, we will help, and we'll put it together. So with that, I'll give a little flavor without getting too deep into what we're doing. I'm a coach from day one. I coach football, I coach girls, I coach boys, I teach the mortgage banking course. Dwayne will tell you I have about 7 or 8 of his close friends and family members in the class, and another 7 or 8 in mine. And one of the things I love to do is teach them how to make this work. So I'm looking forward to teaching all you guys how this can work for you as well. We've opened up, and this is preliminary conversations. I'm going legal in about a week with our attorneys. But we're opening up 2 avenues. For those of you who just want access to affordable financing, get approved, get an honest answer, get a quick answer, find out what's going on, we will have that venue available to you. Through Dwayne's marketing company, we'll be able to pay a fee for the lead that will transfer down to you if you're financing as a discount for you and for any of your friends and family members, and it'll also create an income for you. It won't be an income as if you were a loan officer, but you know what? Making a couple dollars and getting a great rate and a great deal and great service because we're part of the same team. I'm sorry, let me take that back. Part of the same family. The company I'm affiliated with now is called Family First Funding. I love it there. The 2 gentlemen that own it with one of their wives, they're in their mid-30s, young, aggressive, and it's all about family. Someone has a child while they're working with us, it's announced all day long. Someone has a great event that happens in their life, it's announced. Someone has a problem, company helps them too. So the family aspect of what you do in network marketing, because I've been involved with Dwayne, is phenomenal. The loyalty is great. And those are the things that we have as a mortgage finance company that we want to bring to the table. So Avenue 1, as I mentioned before, will be a straight referral, and it'll also be discounts for the members of the groups that participate with us. Venue or Avenue 2 will be for those people who may already be in the field. They're already loan officers somewhere, struggling to get business, trying to figure out how to make it work, or someone who's looking to get in the business, is willing to take the time to take the 20 hours of course, pass it, and then take the federal test and pass that as well. There are laws in mortgage banking, just like in insurance, just like in securities, just like in any of financial planning professions, where you need to have course time, credits, actual knowledge of working day-to-day aspects of the business, and to be able to present it to the public. Same exact venue here. You need to learn the business, you need to understand how to deal with people, and you then and only then can you reap the benefits of knowing that knowledge and being able to help people. So we will allow people to become loan officers and group managers. We're working on the levels and what the actual titles will be, but loan officers is definitely one. Now think about it, guys. Some of you guys are wondering if any of these have been in the sales field before, or even in the mortgage banking field now. You have to go out and knock on doors, beg for business, or hope the company you work for will provide leads. Well, with our family, yours being the network marketing group and ours being Family First Funding, we will be taking customers that are real estate referrals and referring them back and forth to realtors. Well, you know what? If I give something to a realtor, or we give you, who become a loan officer, something to give to a realtor, we would expect like-kind treatment. We would expect if I treat you nice, you treat me nice. So we're looking to be able to develop a whole career path for individuals who really want to learn a mortgage banking field and who really want to help people and get involved in their community. Dwayne knows, and I'm not sure if he wants to jump in, but he's heard me say over and over again, if you want to be successful in this or any business, you need to be a sphere of influence within your community. You need to be someone that when you're at that ball field, or you're over at the function at the church, or you're at City Hall talking about a new bill that's getting passed, that people come to you and ask you how, why, where, what, and you can give them honest opinions and answers that will help them in their day-to-day lives. You know, I've spent a lot of time helping in community near my home that has been besieged with negativity, rampant investor coming in to tear it apart and just abuse the tenants that live there. And I put together a plan on town and how to get that cleaned up for them. These are the things that I do. These are things I would like you people to do. And it's something that we will get to do together. Lend money, help families, help people realize their dreams and goals, and move forward as a group.
Thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. So I wanted you to hear from him because, like, he's going to be an integral part of this. And I want you to understand something: is our bridging the two together, bridging the real estate loan, our network marketing organization, gives you just another vehicle. You know, it gives that person an opportunity just to simply say, my cousin is looking for a home, or my cousin wants to refinance, or my buddy wants to refinance. And then that person's going to be able to click on your link, and then which redirects you to our link, which we will they'll just fill out a simple questionnaire. Once they are verified as a valid lead, even before they even close a loan, once they're valued as a valid lead, compensation will be paid to you just for that lead. The second stage will be that lead is now produced and now is going to be assigned to a loan officer. This is where those of you that know people in the mortgage business, I'm telling you, in the last 2 weeks, I have 25 new people in the real estate business that are drooling at the bit because these individuals are spending thousands of dollars a month buying leads through companies like Zillow, through companies like Costco, anybody with a database. And those leads that they're buying is usually leads are being sold to 5 and 6 and 7 other people. They will now have a warm market lead coming from a network marketer's warm market. And so now that loan will go to a loan officer that's a part of our network internally. So now he or she is going to have an internal source from people all over the country now referring loans. If they're looking to buy a loan, buy a house, same scenario. Going to that realtor that we have 3 right now. We have 4 realtor companies that's involved. And the beauty is this: the realtors do not have to leave their brokerage firm. So if Weichert Realtor wants to get involved, they can get involved. And guess what? If let's say they recruit another realtor, and that realtor's with Century 21. They're both in our network marketing organization, but they can earn a piece of each other. So that's where we're going with the real estate. Now back to me. Today, I advised my CEO that I'm going to be resigning from AGS on July the 5th. And I wanted you guys to hear it from me first. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to put it on the social media stream. I didn't want to put it on on a blast. I wanted to do a call so that you guys can hear it from me before for the masses, for anybody else. You guys are the only ones that I've been dealing with. You're my mentoring students, your immediate teams, and I got some other outside friends and executives and partners and leaders from other companies that are good friends of mine that I invited all of you tonight so that you can hear it from me first. I didn't want to have, I met with my CEO this afternoon, shared my views, respect him and love him dearly. He's been an integral part, not just in my business world, my network marketing world, but just in my business life. And I believe that our paths are definitely going to cross again and things are going to happen. But we have made a decision that we are going to move forward as far as our network marketing. The reason why we're doing this is because this company has agreed to allow me to bring my store, which is going to be affiliated with Lifestyle Services, which is your loan, your home, and your credit. Your loan is for any mortgage loan, whether it's residential, commercial, or hard money, A, B, C, D credit. Your home is your real estate, whether you're buying or selling. Even we're going to do another thing with mediations. I got another partner that's going to be, for the sake of time, and we'll let them speak now, but we're going to be doing mediation and negotiating foreclosures. That's our third phase. We also have Costco Mortgage. Those of you who have Costco memberships, where you click on Costco Mortgage, the people that bring that nationwide across the country is our partners in this thing. Matter of fact, one of them will be jumping on. He's at a dinner right now. He should be jumping on a little bit. But while he's doing, what I'm going to do now is introduce a gentleman who I've been friends with for over 30 years. Me and this gentleman, I was in his wedding. We met when we were in our 20s. And we were met through a network marketing company. You know, we were in a company called A.L. Williams, that's now called Primerica. And we became great friends. We lost contact for about 20 years and got reacquainted over not too long ago. He did very well for himself. He's a CEO of our travel host company called Pro Travel Network. He's also the president of their network marketing arm called Surge 365. And him and I have been talking since 2008 about coming together, but I believe timing is everything. And for whatever reason, that wasn't the right time. I was in 5 Links, he was doing that. And then when we left, we went to vacation, and then we looked at coming to him, but the opportunity came for us to be an owner. And I wanted to go there, and I wanted to deal with that. But this is what I say, ladies and gentlemen. I find that, one thing, all of you that know me very well, when it gets to a point I cannot speak from my heart, because I speak from emotion. And if I stop believing in something, I can't sell it. Some of the little minor things, it's like I just, not being able to offer and saying it's coming, and God only knows when it will come. And when I looked at this, we're already doing business with them already. We're with them already as Pro Travel Network. They're still our host company. So anybody who's got pending travel still deals with pending, nothing's going to change. We have the same product. We call it the Elite. They call it the Vortex. Except they already have what we've been trying to do forever. It's a standalone product. You send out your link. A customer buys a travel, whether it be a car, rental, whatever that customer saves, you make 100% commission. They save $10, you make $10. They save $50, you make $50. The comp plan was simple. It's 3 and free. 3 people come in, you're free. Never pay a monthly fee again. Every 7, you get $1,000. So, and then you do 100, it's a 10,000. For every 100, you get $10,000. And then in the first 30 days, if you do 100, it's a $50,000 bonus. So we've been, we looked at it, we studied it, and we prayed on it. And God let me know that this was the right time. And I just felt that I wanted to have an opportunity before I unleashed it to the world and until I go public with this on July the 5th. I wanted to have this intimate conversation with a select few of you and share what I want to do and let you see for yourself. Now, what you choose to do is totally up to you. It is your choice. Obviously, I worked out something, if it makes sense to you, we worked out a nice opportunity for everyone. They've got 3 different plans. We're basically coming at a $199 plan. You're getting the top cream of the crop offering, which is usually the retail price is $399. You get for $199. You have your pro travel, you got your host agency, you got your Vortex, you got all the bells and whistles. And I'm going to let this other gentleman tell you about that. But more importantly, we have stability. More importantly, we have reports, we have records, we have something that every network marketer needs to grow. And we now have that. And I can now deliver in confidence to you that we're leading you down a path that I know, some of you will do well, some of you, people, but it's like anything else, we only get out what we put in. But we all know this. In the beginning, where all the momentum starts in the beginning. And if you get positioned and you take action and you get started in the beginning, if nothing else, you'll never pay a monthly fee. And for those of you, or those of your friends that's going to have to pay monthly fees, the monthly fee is only $59. And that's for everything. That's for the host agency, the Vortex, be able to participate in doing the real estate. And for your realtors and loan officers you recruit, they'll probably never look at the travel. And only get involved, they'll pay $60 gladly a month. They'll pay it gladly to be able to get lead generation all day long and all month long. So with that being said, I want to take the time to introduce to you the CEO of Pro Travel Network and the president of Sirs 365, Mr. Chris Coakley. Mr. Coakley, you're available. You're unmuted. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yep, yes I can.
Okay, so I don't need you to see me. Is that correct? I don't know. I think you got an opportunity for me to see, me as well. Can somebody just signal me and let me know that you can hear me still?
This is see you. Hear you and see you.
All right, excellent. Dwayne wants to get us all on this new technology, and now he's got me Zooming, and so this is my first time second time actually using this technology. But I just wanted to get a chance to just take a moment and say a few words. Dwayne kind of gave you our background, and he went through it pretty quickly, but I want you to understand that there is a reason for everything, and me and Dwayne go way back to the 80s when we were in our 20s. Network marketing was new, and we both ran with everything in us to create wealth and for our families, and I stayed with that company even as Dwayne moved on to real estate, and we still were friends for a while before we lost touch because I moved from New Jersey to Atlanta, and actually Dwayne was the first one who went with me to Atlanta on business that kind of introduced me to the Atlanta market. And then I moved there and I spent the next 15 or 16 years there. And that's where we lost contact. And then once we came back together, it's a funny story. He said, someone was telling me about your company, and but they never called me back. And so someone else started telling me about 5 Links, and I just got involved. And see, at that point, I knew he's back in network marketing. There'll come a day that we'll cross paths again, because I knew our opportunity was absolutely solid and absolutely strong. And I knew with someone with his background and his ability, he would do incredible things. And so we patiently remained friends as I walked with him through 5 Links. And then when the opportunity to leave 5 Links and go to Vacations came up, I vigorously campaigned for him to come with us. And I just knew if the two of us got back together, it would just be something incredible, guys, because I understand that everything is based upon leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership. And if you get the right team of leadership, if you get the right mastermind team at a table, there's nothing you can't do. But Vacations, they kind of moved as a team to Vacations. And I sat patiently. And I said, there's going to be a day, that we're going to come back together. I'll do what I've always done. See, guys, I'm 32 years network marketing full time. I've never done anything else. This is all I've ever done since 19 years old. I've never had a job. I've never punched a clock. I've never had a boss. I've never been laid off, fired, or downsized. I've been in control of my destiny my entire life. And in that process, I've learned that patience is the big play. And so when he left vacations and I once again said, now's the time, he saw other opportunities and wanted to learn more about, Chris, I want to be more in a position like you than to be in a position with you. And I understood that because I remember when I first became in an ownership position and moved myself beyond just a rep. I'm still a rep. I'll always be a rep. But to move beyond just being a rep. And so he started AGS and he asked me what we, power it with our travel agent program with Pro Travel. And I did, which was a big step because that meant we were powering the competition, for a period of time. But I felt deep in my heart that it wouldn't be the competition for long. And so to be at this point now, after talking every day for months, now years, we're very excited to welcome Dwayne to the company and really look forward to hitting the road with him and getting out and meeting each and every one of you and doing everything that we can to help you get to the next level. It is a phenomenal time to be in our business. I thought every other time was a good time, but he's right. Timing is everything. Today in our company, there's no better time to join our business than right now. When you build a company, you hope and wait for someone to give validation to your compensation plan. You want people to move from the lowest ranks to the highest. We always knew we could change people's lives. But this past weekend, I invited Dwayne to a celebration of a promotion of one of our brand new directors. And this was a young lady who was homeless at the time, living from family member to family member, couch to couch, motel to motel. She was working as a hairdresser doing, I think she calls it pressing curls for $10 per person. And she had to give 5 of that to the person who owned the salon. And one of our directors began to mentor this young lady. And through a year's time, changed her entire life. See, in her first 88 days, she earned a $50,000 bonus. After that, she began to earn multiple $10,000 bonuses. And by the time she hit a year in our company, she became a director. And we gave her an additional monthly bonus and a brand new car for free. She earned over $100,000 in her first 12 months with our company because she was willing to do it. This is a single parent mom with 5 children. And so she is the ultimate validation that this business can be done. I'm pretty sure there's no one listening to my voice that's probably in a more intense situation than being homeless with 5 children. And so I'm excited about the opportunities so many of you will have to build your business and to change your life and make the type of income you've always looked to make. And the thing that Dwayne mentioned that I think makes this such a great move for you guys is you're talking about a company that has stability. You're talking about a company that has a corporate office and a home office team that the average age of the person who's been with us is at least 10 years that they've been working with the founders of this company. So you have an experienced team of people who understand network marketing that'll provide support like you've never probably been accustomed to. And that allows you to truly focus on building your business and benefiting your family. So guys, we are absolutely excited about this relationship. And we're excited about what we believe it's going to manifest in each and every one of your lives as we go forward. And so at this time, I don't know, Dwayne, if you want to introduce Scott or if you'd like me to introduce Scott.
Yeah, let me.
Okay, so I'll throw it back to you and let you introduce the CEO of Surge 360.
Thank you so much, Chris, for sharing and and always just being partners and staying in communication and never being in competition. We've always been competitors and sideliners, knowing one day that this day would come where we'll get to merge our company, our forces together. But I've heard about this gentleman, the CEO of the company, and I've heard about the integrity of him and his religious beliefs and him and his father. And even the people that left his company when we were on vacation, a lot of those people came from their former company, and they spoke highly, raved about them. And I got a chance for the first time to meet him this past weekend while I was in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'll tell you, everything that Chris said was an understatement. He goes. I mean, I'm a pretty good judgment of character of people. You know, I've been doing this business for quite some time, and if you don't learn nothing else in this industry, you learn about people. After being in his presence for less than 10 minutes, I knew that his word was his bond. I knew that he really stood for the people. I knew that he finds a way to pay somebody opposed to finding a way for the company to keep the money. And I'll tell you, I was excited when I left there. And I also got to say, you know, the reason why I got to thank my former partner, Craig, for giving us the opportunity to learn this business from the top side, gave me a position of strength to sit down with both him and Chris and not come to them as a representative, but come to them as an owner and take a seat at the table to present my company and to present our lifestyle services, something we're going to bring to them, but have our own ownership. And he was man enough to realize the value that we can do for him and something that they have done services before, but really didn't want to do again. But he says, if you believe it and you do it, I'm with you. And really got a chance to shake hands, and I know without a shadow of a doubt, this man will go through the moon to make sure that we all win. And I feel comfortable about leading the people that follow me. I feel comfortable leading them to his regime. So I want you to hear from him. He's going to share just a little bit of the comp plan so that you guys can get a little idea of what the comp plan is. But one thing we're going to do, one thing you guys know about me, out the gate, we're going for 90 days. We're going 90 days. It's going to be 90 bonuses in 90 days. It's 3 and free. Every 7 is $1,000. 100 in 100 days is 100 people's $10,000. And if you do 100 in 100 days, it's a $50,000 bonus. And we're gonna make a statement. We're gonna have people. My goal and my commitment to you is those of you that see this opportunity with me, I'm gonna make sure that most of you, if not all of you, hit some of these bonuses. Especially those of you that take the journey out the gates. Let me tell you why. Some people will wait and watch, and that's okay. Some people will sit back and ponder. But for those of you who seize the opportunity and understand the idea about positioning, for those of you who see an opportunity to take advantage of something now and do something different, to make a difference not in just your life, but your family's lives, you're going to reap rewards way beyond measure. Me and Mr. Coatley's going to hit we're going to hit the states. We're going to be about 14, 15 states in the next 45 days. We're going to be in California at a convention, August 10th to the 12th. And we're going to do something special in these next 90 days. My goal is to have a couple of people hit this $50,000 bonus. A couple of them. And a whole bunch of people hit this $10,000 bonuses. Let me ask you a simple question. Could you use an extra $10,000 for the Christmas holiday? So with that being said, Mr. Tomer, if you can unmute yourself and come and share your screen and give these folks an opportunity and show them a little bit about what you shared with me. Now, I just asked them to do a little brief overview.
All right. And okay, can you see my screen?
See your screen and hear you loud and clear. Thank you, sir.
All right. Hey, you're dragging me into the 21st century here. I'm kind of excited about this. You know, Dwayne, I just got to say that having the opportunity to meet you this last weekend after, you know, we had a couple conversations on the phone, but man, I'm telling you, Chris has been talking about you for the last several years to me and about the type of leader you were and the way that you always looked out for your people first. And I just got to say that having the opportunity to meet you and a couple of your people there with you, and to really get a chance, we broke bread. We had a chance to really, we spent several hours. I mean, my goodness, we spent several hours on Friday, several more on Saturday, and really just dreaming about what we could do. And I think that some of the things that you and your people have been pursuing, we're perfectly positioned to be able to help you kind of cross that finish line, or maybe even the starting line, if you will. And so what I'm thrilled about this opportunity. As we had a chance to talk about some of the things that you're doing, we're definitely going to empower you to do that. Let that be kind of, what you and your organization will have. It'll be really unique to you as this gets started. And then when people see the success that you're having with it, we're definitely looking to be able to open that to our entire company. And you asked me just to take a few minutes and maybe give a little bit of an idea of the power of our compensation plan. And Dwayne, you and Chris and I grew up in the same place. We grew up in A.O. Williams. My goodness, I started in that company in 1981. I guess that says a lot about my age. I've been around a while. But that's where we met, and where we grew up, and what we learned. And what we learned in that company was that you have to make sure that the person who's responsible for making the sales, who's responsible for building the organization, for growing the team, for recruiting the people, you got to be able to load the compensation up so that person can make a substantial amount of money without a substantial team. And that's what we've done with Surge. We've really looked at this and we said, okay, there's several ways. In Surge Business Associates, that's what we would call our rep, or our independent representatives. I mean, there's a lot of different terminology, but that would be the representative for our company. And our SBAs, and I'm gonna give an overview of some of the things, and be very, very specific about what I just talked about how you make money in our company. Dwayne, where you were talking about that 7 sales $1,000, 100 sales is $10,000. That's where I'm going to focus, because that's where I believe that if people focus, then they can build an incredible team. But in the beginning, as they're building a team, they can make significant income. And they make money several ways. We make money on personal sales. There's something we call Team Builder. That would be the first promotion. And in Team Builder, there's overrides, there's residual, there's $1,000 and $10,000 bonuses. Then we have something that's the next rank, if you will. The next promotion would be Regional Builder. And that's where there's, again, additional, just more money, overrides, residual. National Builders earn even more money. And then we got a Marketing Director program that I believe is unlike anything in the country. As a matter of fact, I believe we were the first in our former company. And you're here talking about our former company. And basically, we have been in business as an operation since 2001. And so when you heard Chris say that we've got people who've been in our home office for 10 years, they've worked with us. Even though Surge is only a little over 2 years old, the infrastructure, the IT platform, the home office, that entire group of people has been with us for an average of over 11 years. So we're kind of a brand new company. The way we talked about this, kind of joked about it, that the ideal thing, if you could ever find in network marketing, if you could find a startup that had a proven track record, that'd be awesome. But you can't be a startup and be proven. Well, with Surge, you can be. And so we believe heavily in on-the-job training. Again, this goes back to our foundation, where you teach people how to succeed. And in that, you're going to introduce your team builder, that person who has been trained, to your warm market. When we help you make those 3 Vortex Platinum sales, then here's what's going to happen. If you do it in your first 60 days, you're going to become 3 and free if you're a subscriber. Well, here's what that means. There's no more monthly fee. As long as those 3 people stay active, you will never pay that monthly fee again. You're going to qualify to override the sales made by your team. In other words, our qualifications say that if those 3 people stay active, then you're qualified to override. You don't have to make more sales. There's no minimum quotas. There's no balancing. There's no flushing. There's no anything. It's just, if you have 3 people that you personally sold who are active, you are qualified to override the sales made by your team. You're also going to be promoted at that point to Team Builder. So you're going to receive your promotion, where you can begin earning those $1,000 bonuses by training your team. So let's just kind of recap this. 3 sales in your first 60 days. Now, I'm not saying you ought to take 60 days, but you can take up to 60 days to do it. You're 3 and free. Folks, do you understand that's a savings of $720 a year? $60 a month, 12 months. That's the highest form of compensation that we have for 3 sales. Now let's take a look here at as a team builder at how you're compensated. Your team builder, your group starts by personally sponsoring a new person. So you got your training out of the way. We've done those 3 training sales. You sponsor a brand new person, and that person and everybody they sponsor and everybody that they sponsor until they become a team builder themselves is in this group. Okay, it's called a code for those of you who are really fluent in network marketing terminology. But in this group, those people, every time that they make a sale, those sales, in addition to the overrides you make, count towards your $1,000 bonuses. Let's take a look at this. So the first person you sponsor makes a sale, maybe recruited a person, that's 1. Then they sell another Vortex Platinum, another one gets sold. You can see it doesn't matter who makes the sale. Everybody doesn't have to make 3. The sales can come from anywhere that you want to come. Okay, you can see here that a person is 3 generations from you in sponsorship. That sale still counts as one of your 7. Folks, in every 7 Vortex Platinum sales pays a $1,000 bonus. Let's kind of take a look and see how this continues going. So you go out here and you continue recruiting a few more people. Now you can have as many individual personally sponsored people. We're only showing 2. You can have 5, 10, 20, 100. There's no limit to the number of people you can personally sponsor. There's also no limit to the depth of those people's personally sponsored and how deep it goes. So you can see here that that person on the top left-hand corner, they sponsored a person, made a couple sales, sponsored a couple people, one of them made a sale, made a couple more sales. Folks, again, 2 sales made 4 levels of sponsorship from you. You see those 2 sales at the bottom left-hand corner? Those still count towards your 7 sales for a $1,000 bonus. And it just keeps going. You can see that you're recruiting more people. It's growing deeper. Again, doesn't matter where the sales come from. These $1,000 bonuses just keep coming, and there is no limit. Understand that as long as people continue to recruit in their first 3 sales and the people associated with those 3 sales in your team builder group, it never ends. So let's kind of recap a little bit of these $1,000 bonuses and how they work. Okay, and when you look at this, and I had to get something out of my way so I could see here. So the $1,000 bonus recap, basically what we're saying is every 7 Vortex Platinum sales pays a $1,000 bonus. It's unlimited, and there's no replacing fall off. What does that mean? Let's just say that you're a team builder and you made 1 Vortex Platinum sale per month for 6 months. Now, I'm not recommending that you go that slow. I'm just saying, using this as an example. In month 7, let's say that in month 7, a couple of those people that had been sold in the earlier months, but something happened. Who knows? Their credit card didn't go through for some reason. Maybe it was the expiration date. They lost a job, whatever. But let's say that 2 of those initial 6 sales had fallen off. Understand this. In that 7th month, when you make another sale, remember these aren't personal sales. It's anywhere in your group. And somewhere in your group, another Vortex Platinum is sold. Folks, we still pay that $1,000 bonus, even though 2 of those initial sales were no longer active. And you can earn as many of these bonuses as you want. See, as long as SBAs, remember that's our reps, they keep selling, they keep recruiting, these bonuses continue through infinity. And then when you accumulate a total of 100 active team builder group sales. Now these have to be active, okay? So that example we just used where a couple people stop paying, you'd have to replace those. But when you get 100 active people in your team builder group, here's what we're going to do. You hold that for 2 months. Let's say on August 31st, you had 100 people active. You could have 105. You could have more, but you got at least 100. On September 30th, you still have 100 people active. Now remember, here's what I want you to hear. Let's say that 5 of those people became inactive, but you made 10 new sales. You still have more than 100. It doesn't have to be the same 100. It's just any combination of 100. Folks, then what we're going to do is on October the 11th, include in your residual check, because the initial fees are paid out weekly. The bonuses are paid out weekly. Residuals paid out monthly. The $10,000 bonus is paid out monthly. But folks, that means that on October the 11th, in addition to whatever you get in residual, there would also be a $10,000 bonus. Here's what I want you to hear. There's no time limit to earn this. You can go as fast or as slow as you want, and you can earn as many as you want to earn. What we do is, as soon as you've earned one of them, we take that 100 people that made up that bonus, and here's what we do. We set those people aside for the bonus purposes. You still getting residual. They're still counting for everything else. But now you begin with a whole new group of 100 people. Understand this. Those initial 100 people, if each of them just made one sale, that'd be another 100. Those new 100 count. We just don't count the original 100 against you. There's additional compensation. This and Dwayne, I hope I'm doing what you wanted me to do. You said just kind of highlight things. We'll have more details about how the comp plan works later, but you want to give people an idea of the power of the comp and where you could do it.
Absolutely.
And here's what I just want to kind of recap, not recap, but just a little bit more on additional compensation. You had mentioned $50,000 that you could earn from our company in your first 100 days, and that's exactly true. What this means is that if you go out there and become a team builder and average one sale a day for 100 days, based on all the compensation in our plan, the $1,000 bonuses, you would earn a $10,000 bonus. You have the overrides. You have, this doesn't count residual. Okay, this doesn't count overrides on anything except your team builder group. But folks, you max this out with the Vortex Platinums, and the total compensation would be in excess of $51,000. $26,000 of that from the compensation plan, and a $25,000 bonus. So that's you talked about that. I want to just recap it. I'm not even going to talk about the regional builder and the national builder overrides. Folks, that's on new sales. It's on the monthly fees. As a matter of fact, when you have somebody in your group, if you're a regional builder, earns a $1,000 bonus, you earn overrides on that bonus. You have somebody who earns a $10,000 bonus, you could earn up to $2,000 overriding their $10,000 bonus. That's at both the regional and the national builder. And then we got the Surge 365 Director Program. I believe this is the finest program, the best executive perks in the industry. I'm going to run through it real quickly just so you can see it. As a marketing director with our company, as a marketing director, that's 500 subscribers, members, active people, whatever you want to call them. The only criteria that we have from here is that no more than 1/3 of those people can come from any one personally sponsored leg. So it could be 3 legs of 167 or more. It could be 10 legs of 50 each. We don't care how you get to 500. You just can't count more than 1/3 from a person. Dwayne, as we sat there and we talked Saturday after the meeting, I really truly believe that I believe that the 3 of you that were at that table will be marketing directors in less than 90 days. Now, when that happens, in addition to the compensation, in addition to the residual, in addition to all the bonuses and all the things that you qualified for, we're going to pay you $2,000 each and every month. That's going to be paid to you on the 20th of the month. That's not like up to $2,000. That's not, we'll make sure you make $2,000. That's everything you make and a $2,000 check. That's not all we're going to do. See, I'm not a fan of car programs. I think that they're a way that you get people to go out there and buy something based upon their own credit. And then basically when that happens, the company has you in handcuffs. Because now if you don't hit your performance on a monthly basis, you got to make that payment on your own. Well, I don't like car programs, but we got one. So you're probably sitting there saying, well, Scott, how do you have a car program if you don't like them? Well, here's how our car program works. You pick the car you like, Dodge Charger or Challenger. Here's the thing I'm going to let you know. The only color we got is white. But you can have your choice, the 2-door or the 4-door. Here's how it works. We buy it, we insure it, you drive it. All you have to do is have a license and gas money. Well, $2,000 a month and a bonus will pay for the gas. We pay for the car. I want you to hear that. We pay for it. We insure it. It's in our name. It's a company car. Why do we do that? Because you're worth it. See, we treat you like an executive because you're bringing in thousands and tens of thousands of dollars to our company on a monthly basis. You're worth the company giving you a car. But we don't stop there. When you grow your region to regional director and you got 2,000 subscribers. That's no more than 667 from any one leg. But again, it can be 10 legs of 200. Folks, at that point, we're going to raise that monthly bonus to $4,000. And you're going to get your choice of a Mercedes CLA 45 AMG, a Jaguar XF, or a BMW 428i. It'll be white. We're going to have racing stripes on it, just like we got on the Charger and the Challenger. Here's how that works. We buy it, but this car is yours. It's not a lease. It's not a loan. Now, we're going to ask you to give back the car that you've been driving on us, but this car is yours. Now, here's how it works. We're going to keep it in our name for the first 2 years. We're going to give you a lease. You're going to like the terms of the lease. It's a 2-year lease with no monthly payments. At the end of 2 years, we give you the title. You say, Scott, why do you do that? Well, there's 2 reasons. First, I want to make sure you're driving our Mercedes CLA 45 AMG to a surge meeting. But really the reason we do it, because I got a feeling you're never going to leave, the reason we do it is because when we title that car to you 2 years later, you're going to pay taxes on about half what it would have cost had we done that initially. So instead of paying taxes on the full amount of the car, you're going to pay taxes when we title it to you 2 years later at about half the price. You keep growing, you keep building, you become a national director. It's 5,000 people. You say, Scott, that's a lot of people. It is. I believe at that point you're probably making somewhere around $500,000 a year. But we're going to treat you nice. We're going to raise your monthly bonus to $8,000. And here's what happens there. I love how Chris Coakley says this, because you can't drive your car into the restaurant. You can put the value of a car on your wrist. We're going to get you a Rolex Presidential. And Chris has a whole thing. He'll teach you how to wear it, make sure you show it off just right. But that's what we're going to give. That's not a lease, a loan. We just buy it and it's yours. Okay? You keep growing. Executive director, 10,000 subscribers. No more than a third from a leg. Your monthly bonus is going to $12,000. I do not believe. Now, we don't have any. We have no national and we have no executive directors at this point in our company. When I told you we're just getting started and getting warmed up, that's exactly where we are. You become executive director. I believe based upon this compensation plan, no, let me rephrase that. I know that based on this compensation plan, and I know that based upon what this comp plan will do, executive directors are going to be making between $750,000 a year and $1.5 million. I know that from my history. We're going to give you a monthly, we're not giving you anything. You earn a $12,000 monthly bonus. And then we're going to give you a choice. And this car, again, is going to be yours. And it's a Continental, Bentley, or the Flying Spur. Again, going to be white. We're going to buy it. Same program we had with the other 3. You're going to lease it for no money for 2 years. At the end of 2 years, instead of paying taxes on about $250,000, you'll pay taxes on about $125,000. That's how we're going to do it. And then the last of this, and I'm going to turn it back over to Dwayne to close it out, is our presidential director. Presidential director is 25,000 subscribers. That's no more than a third from a leg. You say, Scott, that's a lot of people. And it is. It's a lot of people. But I got a feeling there's some people on this phone, on this Zoom, Skype, whatever we're on right now. I got a feeling that there's some people who either have done this themselves or have known people who've done it. When you hit 25,000 people, your bonus is going to stay at $12,000 a month, but you're going to get $1 million bonus. Here's how we're going to pay that $1 million bonus. You're going to hit 25,000 people 1 month. You'll have 25,000 at the end of the next month. And on the 11th of the following month, we're going to send you $500,000. 12 months later, we're going to send you the other $500,000. Let me tell you why we do this. In our history, by the way, the founders of this company, we have literally hundreds of people who we have mentored to make $1 million from the direct sales industry. I want you to hear that. This isn't something we hope to do. It's something we have done. We have also, in our history, paid 6 people a $1 million bonus. And here's what we found. 2/3 of that group got in trouble with the IRS because they went through the million thinking next year I'll pay the taxes. So we send you the $500,000, and here's what we know. 12 months later, when you realize how much the taxes are on a $500,000, another $500,000's coming in to pay it and maybe put some aside for the next year. See, here's the thing that I want you to hear as I close up my part. We're not looking to do something for the short haul. We're not looking to see if we can't get this company to a level and then right off into the sunset. We're in this thing for life. Somebody was once asked me what my exit strategy is. And here's what I'm going to tell you. My exit strategy, Dwayne, they're carrying me out of here in a pine box. I expect to be just like my father at 83 years old. He works every day. He pours his life into people every day. He is the greatest mentor I know, and he works with Chris and I on a daily basis. He works with our directors on a daily basis. Dwayne, you had a chance to meet him. He flew to Atlanta from Naples, Florida, to be there to congratulate our newest director. And here's what I know for sure. Not too long from now, Dwayne, we're going to be flying to congratulate you and your teammates on becoming directors in Surge 365. I appreciate you having me on this Zoom, and I look forward to the records that you're going to set with our company. Back to you.
Scott, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing the comp plan. Guys, listen, you know how this is. You know me. When I'm excited about something and we believe in something, we take it all out, all out. So we're going to spend the next 90 days. So here's the thing. Let me lay out the game plan. Right now, every one of you was invited to this call, was invited for a reason. You're my internal team. You guys are people that have been with me, followed me. Some of my sideline people, I got a bunch of leaders on here from other companies. We were in business before in previous companies. I invited you as well. If you see an opportunity for yourself, and I see a bunch of you guys that texted me and all that, get me the information. I'm gonna spend the next few days just structuring people. We're going to structure the people. Those of you that take advantage now, if nothing else, worst case, you're going to be 3 and free. You'll never pay a monthly fee. That's your worst case. A whole lot of you are going to hit the $1,000 bonuses, and a whole lot of you are going to hit the $10,000 bonuses in our first 48 hours. When we roll this out, July 5th, when we announce to the world that we are officially in Surge 365, we're going to roll out 200, 300, 400 strong, and take that number to the thousands by Christmas. And we're going to scream from the rooftops, 90 days, Project 2000, 90 bonuses in 90 days, 3 and free, 7 for 1,000, 100 for 10,000, 100 and 100 gives you 50,000. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. From all my immediate leaders, we'll have a detailed comp plan for all of our novices. Let's just get excited. Let's turn the heat up. We'll be putting together the travel tour when we unleash July 5th. I got my marketing guy on. I got flyers made. I got our Travel Your Way to Wealth coach thing. We're going to have videos, everything you need, that you get a customized app with their back office. You can do everything from their back office. For those of you who are not big builders, that's okay too. You just simply send your link. Send your link out when people book their travel. Whatever they save, you make 100%. They save $10, you get $10. They save $50, you get $50. They have the same exact, we all on the same platform. Our elite is their vortex. Same exact product. Now you have it as a standalone. You have the pro travel. Everybody's grandfather has the pro travel network. Your grandfather at your 80% commission. You have no excuse. There's a place here for you all to win. And then now we're going to be adding on the real estate on top of that. That's going to be included in your month. You're not paying nothing extra to participate in the month, to participate in the real estate. And we will be the only company in the country offering real estate through network marketing. I'm so excited, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ready to blow the roof off the sucker, as they say. So with that being said, if this makes sense to you, get me, text me, email me. For the next 2-3 days, all I'm doing is positioning. All we're doing is positioning and positioning. Because July 5th, when we officially roll out, we are rolling out 200, 300, 400 strong. Some of you going to hit the $10,000 bonus in the first 24 hours. Some of you going to hit that 50,000. I know my man Vincent Montgomery is biting at the bit. He's going to be a $50,000 earner in Surge 365. My man Marvin Sykes is going to be a $50,000 income earner. I got some leads, I'm not even going to announce their names, from other companies. They bite at the bit. I know they're going to be $50,000 income earners. I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all for taking this opportunity, to jumping on and to sharing this information with us. I'll tell you, again, all you guys are texting me now, send me your information, let me get your position. All of our people, you guys are the first ones. If nothing else, what we're going to do, we're going to structure 3-3-3-3, 3-3-3. Like I said, and that's what I love about this. We can even place sponsor, and those three count for you. Man, I'm telling you, I'm excited. So thank you. Thank you for taking the time out to schedule. I did record this webinar. I'll be getting information back, and we're going to go from there. God bless each and every one of you. Have a safe day. Have a safe night. I know a bunch of you will call me trying to do webinars, sell calls. We'll do all the calls. The next 3 days are going to be crazy days. I leave for Florida to go see Les on Sunday. And I'm going to tell you something. We'll have a phenomenal 4th of July weekend, and we're going to come out the gate blazing. 400 people in 90 days and 90 bonuses in 90 days. How many of you are going to get that $10,000 bonus between now and Christmas? How many of you are going to get a $1,000 bonus in your first 7 days? Let's make it happen. Make excuses or make money. You can't do them both. This is Dwayne Eddings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dwayne Eddings coming to you live. God bless each and every one of you. Be safe and stay safe. This webinar is officially over. Have a good night.